church where biblical family life is highly valued, where husband and wife embrace male servant leadership and joyful female submission, where godly parenting is taught and practiced, and where the special value of singleness and its unique opportunities are affirmed.
It's a father's responsibility to raise his children. I think predominantly it says fathers do such and such with your children. Now that's not to say that mothers don't play a very key role, but often in modern culture it's possible for men just to be busy and the wife looks after the kids. And that really is missing the biblical emphasis of husbands taking their responsibility, training their children for obedience. I think that's a huge part of parental responsibility, to train your children to obey, is helping them with life. It helps them to know how to relate at school. If children have been taught in the home, you don't actually obey, you just do whatever you like, scream until mother gives up. Then you take that to school, you become a problem child, you don't know how to handle authority. You're still serving your children, helping them to handle authority. It really helps rescue them from themselves in life. And so I don't think you constantly punish mistakes. You develop obedience. And so, yeah, a mistake may look much worse, something crashing down, but I know it's a mistake. But this, no, you've just disobeyed. You disobeyed your mother, you disobeyed me. And so we need to be very clear, what is obedience, what is disobedience? We're training children for obedience. We're training them for life. And so any correction needs to be done in that light, so that if there's disobedience, there's punishment. And people need to understand that. And there's also a relational factor, that after punishment, relationship is retained, maintained. So children don't just feel rejected. Sure. I went and cried in the corner. I don't know what it was all about. There's explanation. You understand, son. It's fun saying this to you. You understand. You're going to have to be punished for this. You know why. This is what you did. This is what's going to happen. And then when it's over, we embrace and we say, right, we learned, didn't we? On we go. That's hugely important. I think it's important that punishment fits the crime, and in the sense that we are talking about this objectivity. It's not, as sometimes happens, a parent will say, if you do that again, I'll get really angry. Now that's taught the child nothing except how angry is she or he going to get? How far can I get before they get angry? It's not, and maybe she won't get angry so quickly today, or he may not, he's in a happier mood, he won't get so angry. We're not teaching them about the objective issue of obedience. We're teaching how long is it before daddy gets angry or mummy gets angry. And then sometimes people, when they lash out in anger, can do sad harm. And it's very important that punishment is not the outworking of human anger. No, not at all. It's something that one does in calm and quite deliberately. It's not just some frightening thing.
How would you encourage parents who have children who are very strong-willed, obstinate, difficult, don't seem to be responding to that course of correction?
I think you have to keep speaking, you have to keep teaching. So you would train while you're doing it. Because for some children, you're not teaching them, it's just an excuse for something, the absolute opposite of what you're trying to do. And so it is a teaching situation, it's a discipline, a teaching context. It takes energy, takes discipline in yourself, takes patience. You think, oh, do I have to do it again? Especially with children. I mean, it's like a daily thing. It's not once in a month I have to. It's virtually, no, children can be very naughty. And so you have to apply yourself to it. It takes a lot of self-discipline. It's a lot easier not to bother. It's a lot easier to say, oh, go away. It's a discipline to say, I want to raise my children appropriately. It's hard work.